What is up, guys? You're here with Felipe, as some of you guys might know me. I'm here with a guest. Your name is?
Joab Castellanos. It's a
El
pleasure to
Joab.
be here. We got this beautiful setup. Starting off, start off easy. Then from here, go up. Yeah.
Alrighty, so my name is Felipe. I'm 24 years old. I'm from Kansas. And pues mis raíces vengo de Chihuahua. Por eso me ven un poco así. Si me ven güerillo y así, pues por eso. And yeah, that's pretty much it for me.
My name is Joab. Joab. A lot of people get it wrong. I'm from the valley. Shout out the 956. To be exact, Alamo, Texas. I am 23 years old. Born and raised in the valley.
¿De dónde son tus papás?
My dad is at Tabasco, Mexico. Y my mom, she's from Veracruz.
Ah, Veracruz. Sangre así de Veracruz,
Veracruzana.
Nah,
A huevo.
es todo. Oye, allá por el Alamo, Texas, es donde está la famosísima esa pulga, el 956, ¿no? Que sale tanto ahí
Sí, esa
por
pulga.
las redes de TikTok.
No, y ya nomás hacen lo que sea para
Salir.
agarrar la famita que agarran ahí.
Oye, pero qué pedo con esos de...
El vato con el tacón y
No te acabes, Valle.
Pues su puta madre. A mí si me mandan los humanos les hago un cagadero caliente.
con los tacones.
El de los
güey.
tacones, raza, a ver si lo han visto por ahí.
¿Cómo ven a esa gente, Rosa? ¿Cómo ven? People would just do anything these days.
It's funny though, but it's like, damn, like why, you know? But, I mean, hey, to each their own, right? But 956, hablando del 956, back in November of 2024, last year, me llevó for, what was it, Thanksgiving? Thanksgiving. Decidí yo, I was like, hey, something different, let's do it. ¿Cuánto duramos? Como 4 días?
Like 4
5
days, yeah, 4 or 5 days.
In 4 days, and I mean, we did kind of a lot, los llegando, pues, I got to meet the family and stuff, and then Thanksgiving Day, we ate and stuff. The main thing was to go to SPI, but we went during the time when it was kind of cold, so there wasn't much people and stuff, yeah. So he took me to SPI. Yeah, it was pretty fun. Like, the beach was like right behind the hotel. For me, it's a new experience because like since I'm from the center of the country, I don't really get the opportunity to be around the ocean. But see like the beach. So to me, that was like, oh, like it's badass. Y pues para like it's normal. And he was like looking at me like, are you okay, bro?
Yeah, first like, why is bro getting like too excited for this?
Yeah, and I was like, well, you guys don't understand. Like it's different for me and stuff. Yeah, I mean, it was pretty fun and I really would like to go again. A ver si para el summer, 4th of July, or the next time I go, make another video with that and bring you guys along and see what the 956 is about.
Shout out the 956 once
That's chido,
again.
it's pretty fun. The climate over there too, bro. It's tropical. It's like humid. Ahorita no sé cómo está, ¿verdad? Pero does it get cold down there?
Not really. Fresh, windy. I've never seen the valley go less than 20. It's been really hot. Even one time, I remember Christmas was hot. Like Christmas was like basically like a summer day. Or like a spring
Hay
day.
una fiesta de Navidad.
Yeah, everybody was sweating. We had like a pajama theme party and everybody was sweating, because it was hot.
Y con pijama bien sudado.
It's like sometimes because of the heat, it doesn't feel like Christmas.
Hey.
Try to make the best out of it. But the valley is badass. If you haven't gone,
It has a little, ¿cómo te digo? Es que como está en la frontera, la raza de ahí is like, pues sí, they're all mixed. You see everybody
it has its
there.
own little vibe,
Yeah, so there is like down talk on 956. I'm not gonna lie, like even if you're not from there, it has a cool little vibe to it, so it's like I'd recommend to go check it out. No te pierdes nada en ir y a conocer la playa, especially SPI, because SPI is famous for spring break festivals and stuff like that, so it's pretty cool. So I would recommend to go at least once. Si no te gusta, pues allá tú.
Si no te gusta, pues vete como
Píntele
regresaste.
pues.
Yeah, it's a little information about us, man. I mean, if you guys want to know more, make sure to comment, because we're going to be reading the comments. Our main topic is going to be like getting out of this rat race. A lot of people think it's not real. The more time we spend out here, because like we are in West Texas, so for us it really seems like a rat race. Like every day it's the same schedule. Go wake up in the morning, go work, come back, go to sleep.
Hay veces que
Wake
me
up in the
levanto
morning.
Era acostadote, ¿verdad? Donde no me quiero levantar.
It's your body's schedule, you know,
It
already.
gets to a point to where you're like, am I really gonna live like my whole life like working a 9 to 5? You know, there's something that tells you do a change if you don't want like your future to keep going like this forever and ever. If you don't like it, like do something. And it always comes down to you actually doing the change and stepping up and actually motivating yourself, because at the end of the day, you have you only. Like, you're the one in charge of your future. Like, if I want to do this, like, you have to go for it. Nobody else is gonna step in and help you. Whatever you want to do in life, like, go after it. And that's what we're kind of like going for right now. Like, I at least also just want to experiment more with social media. Like, you know, it looks pretty fun getting into YouTube and uploading, you know, why not like vlogs and stuff like that. So something different.
Yeah, I mean, guys, you guys like gotta understand that everyone tells you, man, you gotta do what you love, you know, gotta do what you love. It's either music, it's either social media content, you know, anything. It could be like art, it can be sports, anything you guys love, you know, you gotta do it. But at the same time, like, well, at least me personally speaking, I come from a family that's not like very well in income, you know. My parents don't make like, let's say like 100K a year or stuff like that. So it's hard for me because I have to work, you know, like working is not an option, you know.
That's because John is fucking we were trying to record a video and bro, you're just opening up a snack. Now you as a rapper, but sorry, go on.
Yeah, working is not an option for me, at least. I mean, I gotta work, you know, pay bills over there at home. Like, it's hard, you know, because you gotta, like, we're young, you work to buy your stuff, you know, you have a girlfriend, you gotta pay for stuff like that she wants, you know, like, it's a lot of things, you know. I'm not saying like it's bad for you to have a girlfriend and stuff, but it's tough, you know, it's tough. Like, it's not bad, but it's tough. And people will know, like, if you know, you know, it'll be tough because you need to like take her out, you know, because if you don't, like, problems at home or stuff like that. So like, working is not an option, and I think if we start doing this more often, we're trying to change our lifestyles and get the hell out of here, you know.
Así mero.
Así nomás. Ni más ni menos. Yeah, I mean, hopefully you guys show us some support, you know.
And if y'all don't,
And if y'all don't,
no, we're
nah,
just kidding,
for
guys.
real,
Acting dumb.
yeah, I mean,
I'm always
that's
acting dumb. If you know me, you know how I am.
basically that's all. That's what we want to talk about. Getting out this rat race.
They're probably like, rat race. Rat race, they're thinking about rat.
Okay, so by the rat race, you wake up, drive to work, go to work all day, get back home, eat, go to sleep, and you repeat
There's
the
just
same
like
week.
the lifestyle
every
of
week for
waking up, working.
every week,
repeat,
basically
repeat,
for the
repeat.
rest of your life. And like, honestly, like, we see people at work, like older men, obviously, like 50s, 60s,
And
you
with
ask-
them, oh, go ahead.
and you ask them like, yo, how many years have you been here? And they'll give you like a crazy number, like como unos 20 años, 20 years. Be like, damn, like 20 years doing the same thing every day. Waking up, driving home, get home, eat, go to sleep, wake up again. And that's something me personally I don't want. I want to change that, like, and I want it, bro. Like, I want it so bad. Sometimes I think I'm trying too hard, and sometimes I think I'm not trying hard enough. It's pretty tough. What were you gonna say?
Se me fue la onda, güey. Es que en ese momento iba a preguntarte de ese topic. Okay, so he explained kind of what he means by the rat race, but yeah, I'm kind of in the same page as well. Like, I do get you trying to get out of that routine, because it does get tiring, and like, not gonna lie, like, you're given life here on earth to live, you know, enjoy everything that's around. Yeah, you know, when you're working and stuff, you can also enjoy the family time, the friends, and everything else. Main part of your day and basically the week, you're at a place with kind of strangers, and you're spending most of your time with them more than what you should be with family, you know. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. In a way, it's kind of good, because it's something that you're doing, you know, like, you're actually out there learning to do something, and you can apply those skills back at home or wherever you go, like whatever your job is, right? The main thing is basically like getting out of that routine and being able to explore other things around the world, like being able to travel, or not just traveling, pero pasar más tiempo con tu familia, whether it's that they're in Mexico, if you want to go visit them more in Mexico, because, life is short, man, and it sucks when, unexpected things happen, and you say like, wow, like I wish I would have had more time that I could have spent with that family member or this and that, but all because, you're mostly either working or you're busy or you don't get days off at work. Like it kind of does get you, or it picks at you like, you should probably change it up, a bit.
Yeah.
But
Like me, for example, my sister recently had my nephew, my little nephew. He took his first steps, when we weren't there, or when I wasn't there. And I get it, like it's just my nephew, it's not my son. But still, you want to be there to see that stuff because it's like so like important. I wasn't there to see it, Sometimes I'm not there to celebrate my little brother's birthdays or anyone, because I have 6 siblings plus me, we're 7. I'm not there for their birthdays, or like let's say one of my brothers is graduating and I'm not there. My dad's birthday, my mom's birthday, like Mother's Day just passed and I'm not there, to give a hug at least to my mom or something, because I gotta be here working, It's those little things too that you can't appreciate that much because you're over here working, or you do appreciate them, right, but you can't do anything about it because you have to stay here and work. Imagine, like, once you change your lifestyle, you can go boom whenever you want. You know what? It's gonna be Mother's Day. Let's go. Vamos to the valley. Pull up to the valley. Cause I'm 10 hours away from the valley. Buy her flowers.
Any family event.
Holidays. Any family member, mother, dad, sister, brother, tia, tío. Like everybody has their own, like, who you're closer to. And let's say, but you can't just drive for a weekend, because let's say you drive Friday night, you get there Saturday in the morning, and then you go to sleep Saturday night, and then Sunday you have to wake up and drive back.
Like, no te da tantos días de disfrutar, pues. You're driving and then you're literally coming back because you're there with the fam for like 6 hours. Y ya cuando te toca ya para manejar para atrás, you're like, I don't want to leave. Like, I want to spend more time, because there's sentimental value in that. Like being able to go back and spend time with the family, God puts us in situations to help us understand how certain things in life work. Other people have more than what we have. Other people have less than what we have. And I just see it as like, take it as a blessing, like with what we have right now, And yeah, we want more for ourselves. Now that we kind of know how things are, we just want a little bit more. But yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, and you always gotta appreciate what you got, like, and I do. I appreciate that I have a job, I always thank God that I have a job. I thank God that I have my car, my truck. If I'm being honest, it's not the lifestyle I want. I've had this saying in my mind a lot, like, if you want it, you can do it. If you don't want it, you're never gonna do it.
Anything is possible,
Anything is possible.
And everybody can do it. It's just putting your mindset, putting your foot down and saying, I want to do a change, and, put God first. Because without God, honestly, nothing is possible. It'll be really, really tough getting through life without God. Always put Him in the center. If things will be for you, then it is. If it's in His will, and if it's not, then you gotta learn and accept it's not, or that certain dream you want to go for is maybe not for you, and go another route. But don't give up on what you want to aim for.
So, I have a question for you. What's the lifestyle that you want?
La neta.
Porque no vives mal,
Pues no vivo
pero
mal.
no estás viviendo como quieres.
Sí,
O sea,
the lifestyle.
¿qué es tu vision?
Como yo veo mi vida, que yo quiero, my lifestyle. Repeat it over and over. Now, pues, I've always had the intuition of, like, if I want something, I go and get it, like, but anything, like, I've set my mind to, like, anything I want to get myself, I make it happen, and I go and I buy it and I get it. Like, it's mine. And I think, like, that's something that's gonna help me later on, like in life. It's a trick that's helped me, motivate me in a way to conseguir lo que quiero, lo consigo, ¿me entiendes? Pero my lifestyle, like, sí me gustaría tener la libertad de poder disfrutar más de la vida. The fact of working for somebody else just has never sat right with me. Like, you're basically working to make the owner más billete.
The rich richer.
You're making the rich richer. But with that comes us that are in the lower class or mid class, like, we're not disfrutando as much as we're supposed to. Y los rich, pues, allá los ves que es que por Dubai and sus private jets y así. Pero that's another thing, because they be doing, other stuff that we probably don't even know about, and that's why they have millions of dollars or whatever the case is. But my thing is, like, I want to be able to have the freedom without having to, oh, it says I can't because of work. Like, that's what I want to go for. Just having that free lifestyle of doing anything that I want to do at any time. And live good, right? Have, like, if you want to have good things, like, go buy the good things. Nice home and stuff like that. Pero, I mean, as long as I got a roof over my head in the future, con el favor de Dios, todo es posible. Yo sé que voy a estar contento. No me fijo tanto en lo material, sino que en, like, what I'm learning right now is, like, learning to appreciate the present and what I have and people who I'm surrounded by and stuff. So, whole time they weren't recording. Oh, now let me ask you. From here to, say, in the next 8 years, where do you see yourself?
Honestly, bro, I don't see myself giving up on this dream that I have. So, I want to manifest that in the future. The lifestyle that I want to have is like to give back to my parents everything that they gave to me, you know.
Okay.
Because like growing up, I saw how they struggled to give me stuff. I want to be able to buy my dad his big truck, you know, his dream truck. Buy my mom her dream car, you know, buy them their dream house. Before they leave this earth, you know, like I want to be able to give back to them what they gave to me. That's what I see in my lifestyle, like changing my lifestyle. That's what I mean. I want to be able
to give back.
to give back to my parents,
That's a
to
good
people,
thing.
to the people that I love. Yeah, having that freedom, you know, like you said, like going. Let's say you want to go on a vacation, and you're like, damn. When you're done with your vacation, you have to go back to work. Like that's not something I want to do, because if you think about it, man, like this world is big.
Oh my God!
And just because you're working, you stay in West Texas or you just stay in Texas. You know, you don't go to Hawaii, and you're gonna live your life. You're gonna grow old, and you're never gonna see the earth. Like that just doesn't sit right with me. You know, like because you're working, you're staying in West Texas. Like I've seen West Texas, the Valley, whatever. Okay, but the years are passing, man. The years are passing, and you don't know when you're gonna go. You know, when you're gonna
Colgar los tenis.
Cuando ya valió caca. Pues no se sabe, ¿verdad? So you're like, porque
Yo
estás
riéndome.
trabajando, you're working every day, you know, every week, every year. You've never seen Hawaii. Like I've never seen Hawaii. I've never seen
You've never seen Hawaii, bro? Me either, bro.
like
Yeah,
the
like
good
just
sides
the
of Mexico or
beautiful-
stuff like that.
Beautiful places that the earth has
Yeah,
to offer, you know?
exactly. And por andar trabajando, you know, working every day, you barely even like you can't travel. Like I mean, I could travel if I wanted to, maybe for like 3 days, 4 days off. But then you have to come back to work, you know. And then me personally, I prefer to go see my family than to go travel.
And like just a reminder, like we're not saying like, oh, like whoever has this lifestyle, like if like you guys are trapped or stuff like that, like, you know, get out of it. It's just like we're basically aiming to like being able to have more time outside of work than being at work.
Yeah, I mean,
Not making it sound like, you know,
yeah,
que no
we're not
like
trying to be like
bye.
unappreciated
Yeah.
or ungrateful for because we have a job. Like it's not that. It's just that we're aiming for the stars. You know, we're aiming for the moon. It's like they say,
Go big or go home.
and I think it's
Exactly.
possible. I mean, everything's possible, man. Everything's possible for everybody out there. It's possible.
Los mosquitos, homie. Ya están los mosquitos a todo lo que da. Acá ya viene summer. Summer y el calor y... Ah, esa es otra cosa, andar en el sol, hijo de su... The heat can get crazy. Especially out here in West Texas, bro.
Yeah, we work in the sun a
Much
lot.
respect.
A lot of people like pass out and shit, like dehydrate.
Y tantas veces que les dicen, tomen agua,
Tomen
tomen
agua.
agua. Les vale.
Les vale.
Pero es que...
Cramps, así.
A mí me ha pasado que I get cramps here, like, let's say like I'm doing something and like I'm huddled down or whatever, and I can't like get back up, and I'm just stuck there and it hurts, like, but I know because I'm like, yeah, like I can't move, and like my boss is like telling me like, hey, like hurry up, like not hurry up, but like move or like this and that, yeah, do stuff like that, and I'm like, well, I can't move, like, you know. Yeah, it's mainly because I'm dehydrated también. Pues no tomamos agua, la neta. No sé por qué. That should be something that we should be focusing on out there. Because it's tough out here. The sun, the heat.
So how young were you when you started working? Like
I was about 4.5. Just kidding. When I started working in this, like out here, or working.
no, just generally like
My first job.
your first job, since your first job all the way to here.
My first job, para los que me conocen, back in high school. Cómo pasaban por ese drive-through window in McDonald's, bro. McDonald's was my first job. There's some pros and cons to that place, but at that time, you're a high school student, so McDonald's was a pretty good job. I have so many good memories, and I made a lot of friends there. But McDonald's, and then from there, slowly over the years, just
How old were you when you
Just-
started in McDonald's?
McDonald's, I think I was 17. Yeah, I was 17 going to 18. I started the ending of my junior year. Duré como el summer y ahí me salí. Y ya de ahí pues conseguí otros trabajos y luego ya a los 21. That's what sucked. When I turned 21, when you turn 21, it's a good age, party and stuff like that. Mine was completely different. At 21, I already knew I was gonna come out to work here in this type of field, and I didn't know how it was gonna be. But as soon as I turned 21, I started working in the construction field, and ever since then, up until now, like it's been the same thing, and my life has been like monotone since 21. And I just see, like, I know social media can sometimes influence or make it seem like other people are having a better time than you are, but in reality, like, it clicked into me at 23. Like, you know what, like, maybe I'm out here alone. I got separated from that lifestyle of like partying and stuff like that, but I'm out here doing something for myself and for my future, because now, like, I don't see that like fun, like being out partying and stuff like that. Like, there's, to me, no me agarra tanta la atención. So I'm grateful for that, because it brought me a lot of blessings too. What about you?
What was the question?
What was from your first job since
Oh,
you
yeah,
started
well,
up until now?
Yeah. So my first job was when I was 16. 16, but I was still in high school, and it was summer. We were about to go back to school for the next year. I think I was gonna be a junior. And my cousin called me and he was like, "Hey, you want to come work?" And I was like, "Yeah." Like, where? And he told me Minnesota. That's when I was like, damn. But at that time, we were financially not good for a long time, like my family. Not right now, thanks to God, we've been okay. We used to be like really financially bad. So I was like, you know what, like, fuck it, I have to go. Like, because I didn't have new shoes, I didn't have new pants, new clothes for school. Like, I didn't have new anything. I was gonna wear the same stuff that I wear the last year. I was gonna use it the next year. Because of that reason, I know my mom, she couldn't pay for everyone's new stuff, because it was too much. We were 7 people going to school. Yeah, at 16, I went on a bus with my cousin. We went on a bus all the way from the valley to Minnesota. I think it was like 2 days on a bus.
Dang, camión 2 días?
Because it was like, I think it was like it was like a day and a half. It was like 26 hours.
That's pretty far though.
But on a bus, it was more, because of stops.
Y luego con la gente que subía y bajaba.
Like weird people. Like, honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you, tenía miedo, güey. I was scared.
Pues ya a los 16, luego te ibas con tu primo.
Sí.
Going, what, how far did you say it was? Pues,
It
on
was
bus.
26 hours, but on a bus
Okay,
was
so-
more. On a car, you do 26 hours.
From the valley.
From the
That's where
valley
you
to-
went.
Yeah.
Si yo que salí a los 21, ya me quería regresar a la casa. I was like, I don't think I could do this.
No, but
Pero
cuando
pues
llegué
ya
a
los
Minnesota, like 2 weeks, ya me quería regresar, güey, because I was like
You
homesick.
get
or
homesick,
something. Yeah, like
eso me
fast,
pasó a mí,
bro.
exactly. Fue lo que me pasó a mí.
And then I was stacking some heavy ass bags. Well, at the time they were heavy for me. They were like 50, 60 pounds.
The
Because
what?
I was a little skinny kid, like maybe weighing like 90, 100 pounds. Y no podía levantar los bags, güey. So I was like giving up, I was like kind of like, shit, agarro mi paycheck y compro mi boleto del bus para regresarme. Pero me aguanté, me amarré los huevos y me aguanté y ahí duré la temporada.
¿En qué trabajabas? ¿Qué es lo que hacías levantando? ¿Qué dijiste?
Era una bodega de potatoes.
Ah, ok, eso que los costales así ya.
Costales o boxes de
Ah, ok.
potatoes, Simón. And we were just stacking them every day.
Y es lo que hacías todo el día,
Todos los días,
stacking
todos los
nomás.
días. Y ese fue mi first job, and then once I went there for like 2 years, creo.
Mhm.
And then I worked in the valley for a little bit in a gas station in Stripes, maybe for like half a year.
Did you get them crackheads at Stripes?
There was crackheads, people trying to steal like chicks.
Did you get beer runs?
Nah, I never got that. I don't know why.
No? I guess we lived on the good side.
Pero yeah, I worked in the Stripes, and then I went to go work with a friend. Shout out Max. Mi friend me dio un jalecito ahí. We were just working, you know, getting paid like less than minimum wage. 8 hours every day, Monday through
So que ya
Friday.
cuando te caía el cheque, you're like, ah.
Man, just check it todo, güey. It was that check would be like $400.
That's like about almost the same as I would win.
Then 1920, I left to Phoenix to work at Phoenix with another ex-friend that I used to have. It was a fun job, but it was paying like very little too. That's why I spent my 21st birthday in a hotel. I spent it in a hotel, and then my 20th birthday, I didn't have enough money to make like a party.
Mm-hmm.
And then my 22nd birthday was here, I think,
acá.
here. In
Fue cuando,
Odessa.
fue cuando te conocí.
Yeah.
Backtrack to how we met.
Pecos.
Go on.
We met in Pecos. Pecos, yeah.
Pecos, Texas.
It was the first time that I came in there. I was kind of like to myself, you know, no le quería hablar a nadie. Because I'm that type of guy, like you feel the vibes of someone else and you don't want to talk to them. Like, for what, you know, like they're strangers at the end of the day. But then this guy, he like tried to talk to me and stuff, you know, conversate. And then we kind of like clicked, like a relationship or some shit.
Unfortunately, we did lose some footage. We weren't able to recover that. But comment, like, if you dislike, it's alright. We'll accept any type of reactions. But let us know in the comments what more type of content you guys want us to talk about. This was just a little bit of an insight into me and my buddy Joab. And yeah, expect more YouTube videos coming, and we'll go from there. Thank you.